Welcome! It's a day to be a miner, and it's officially the end of the era. We're gonna talk about it. First, let's spin that intro. All right, this one actually pains me. This one hurts me a little, but we're gonna talk about it anyway. Parallel Miner has met its end. It is officially closing its doors. Any of you OG miners out there have probably either purchased from Parallel Miner, purchased items that initially came through Parallel Miner, or have at least heard of Parallel Miner. And if you didn't know who Parallel Miner is, they specialized in a lot of mining hardware, specifically GPU mining hardware, power supplies and breakout boards and cables and all of that great goodies that we needed to actually mine our GPUs with. And you can tell this stuff's old because, man, haven't been used for a while. There's some dust on this guy. And this is one of their specialized breakout boards. I think this was an X7. But they used to have the best power supplies, the best prices on power supplies, and of course the best breakout boards and accessories to go with them for many years. And my relationship with Parallel Miner goes way back. Let's go check out the website and the closing, and then we'll come back and talk about Parallel Miner and our deep-rooted relationship with Parallel Miner. Let's go ahead and do it. Go. All right, so here we are, and we're over in parallelminer.com website. Of course, links will be down in the description. And then right here up top, they have a great big banner that says we are closing down. Everything is 70% off with coupon closing. So when you go to do checkout, make sure you plug in that coupon code closing. So let's look at the details of the closing here. And it says, dear valued customers, we have an important update to share. After many wonderful years of serving you, Centrix International Corp, that's Parallel Miner's actual corporation name, will be closing its doors permanently on October 31st. Yeah, that's scary, right? Scary. October 31st, Halloween. Okay. We want to take this moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you who has supported us and chosen our products over the years. Your loyalty and trust meant the world to us. As a token of our appreciation, we're offering a final 70% discount on all remaining inventory available on our website. To claim this discount, use coupon code CLOSING at checkout. If you have any questions or need assistance, our customer service team is here to help. We're committed to supporting you through the final days of operations. Thank you once again for being part of our journey. We sincerely appreciate with sincere appreciation, the Centrix International Corp team. All sales are final. And then also it says, for our fellow businesses, we're selling all of our warehouse equipment at closeout prices as well, probably like to show. Okay, so yeah, here is the main site. And if you want to go to the tutorials shop, about, news, and contacts, so the interesting one on this is the tutorials. Why? Because your boy is actually the first one to have any tutorials in here. Right here, Altered Component explains the X11. Altered Component explains the X11 features and how to set up a server power supply, how to use it, how to bridge them. Then we did one for the ZSX Game Changer board. That was an amazing innovation at the time. It basically would replace, when you were building mining rigs, you usually had to have either a Pico adapter, or you had to use a ATX power supply to power the system, the motherboard and core components, and then you used your server power supplies to power all the GPUs. Well, this allowed us to use one breakout board on the main server power supply to power everything. So it was a really great innovative thing. And then also we did one on the 2400 watt big boy Delta server power supply. Those things were amazing. They would basically power a ton of it would supply a ton of power and super efficiency. Of course, that was a 240 volt one. And then we did a couple more. We did one up here, the ZSX amp, and that was like the upgraded ZSX board. My man Rabbit also got in the game, put a couple tutorials on here, and of course the legend Bits Be Trippin' put some tutorials on here. But let's look at the site real quick and see some of the sale items. So they have categories of storage devices, power supply kit, power and accessories, ASIC miners, power custom kit, Lenovo spare parts, open air mining, and other goodies. Now, I did go down through all these, and they do have a lot of goodies, so to speak, but I don't know how much they have as far as like ASICs themselves. Like they have this S9 14 terahash miner. 14 terahashes nowadays for 1200 watts is pretty brutal. So unless you had free power, I would stay even off of that regardless of the great discounted price. But man, they have some great things like the Delta 2400 watt power supply. It used to be $200. They have it for $60. Then you take another 70% off of that. Like that is an unreal price right here. So 70% off of the $60. Like that is unheard of. Then your power supply kits, of course, are amazing. They already have great prices on them. So we'll go to power and accessories, and then from there you can select server power supplies, PDUs, breakout boards, cables, fans. So let's just look at the power supplies right here. This is an amazing value. As it stood, it was $19. $19 for an HP 750 watt platinum rated server power supply. That's just for the server power supply without the breakout board or the power cord or the PCIe powered cables. So, but it's $19 minus 70%. So I picked up a few of those just to have on hand for that cheap. It's hard to beat. So that is 19. Essentially, you're paying $5.70 for this platinum server power supply. Like that is unheard of pricing. And they have a bunch of other server power supplies here. This one's still a little bit high because it's the most demanded one, but it's $89 was the deal price times 0.3. So now it's around 27 bucks. 27 bucks for this server power supply. You could also go and buy the server power supply kits where they come with the cable, the breakout board, and you could pick your different options. But there's tons of great products on here that aren't going to be around that much longer. So if you need these products at amazing prices, go check out the website. But let's go back to the desk and talk about Parallel Miner. Go. Sad times indeed. As many of you know, we've been affiliated with Parallel Miner clear back since 2021. Kind of earlier to mid in our game, we were doing a lot of GPU mining. We reached out to the owner of Parallel Miner and we were like, hey, we love your products. Would you be interested in sending us some product and we'll do some review / tutorial videos for you, and that way we can educate the masses and it'll help us out, it'll help you out. And he reached out to us right away, actually direct phone call, spoke with the owner, Joseph. We had a lot of back and forth, sent us some good product. We did some review videos. They actually have a tutorial section that we showed you a little bit ago, highlighting some of our early tutorials on how you hook up your server power supplies, and they still apply even though they're applying with ASICs or other items now that GPU mining is kind of going the wayside. Not kind of, it's full-blown going the wayside. GPU mining's dead. There, I said it. I'm sorry, I said it. So anyway, the other day we just happened to be thumbing through some tabs, some of our mining tabs, and we saw that the Parallel Miner is going out of business, and we saw the drastic discounts, and yeah, we ordered about $400 worth of equipment for around 100 bucks. So make sure if you need to stock up, if you need some extra server power supplies, these things aren't just used for GPU mining. As you can see, this fake GPU here, it's the MagicMiner BG01. We also have the BG02, and they run off of, you can run them off server power supply, ATX power supply. But yeah, if you want to see those, check out the review video up above, and we go in depth about this guy. It is actually a Bitcoin solo miner and not really a GPU per se. But yeah, many ASICs still use these kind of server power supplies. And why would you use a server power supply over a standard ATX one out of a computer? Well, these are made to run at a high load 24/7. That's what they're designed to do. This one is actually a platinum. It has the blue outlet. The ones with the black outlet here are usually gold efficiency for the HP. But yeah, this is a Parallel Miner purchased 1200 watt server power supply, and it's made to run under load. So you put this thing under 90% of your load and you run it 24/7, and then it'll just run like a tank, and it'll run and it'll run and it'll run, and you'll have little issues with these things. And also, these hook up to many ASICs. Gold Shell, for example, they don't have, a lot of them don't have the power supply with them. Some have the included power supply. These are more consistent than buying the Gold Shell with the power supply in them. And not to mention, if you run into problems, a lot easier to replace one of these than to deal with a power supply internal issue in one of your miners. A lot of your miners, a lot of small at-home ASIC miners, they can use these. You run a breakout board, you run a 6 or 8 pin off of this guy, plug it in, or multiples, plug it in, fire it up, and it just mines away and mines and mines and mines. So I digress. It is an end of an era, but if you need any of these type of products, go stock up now. Go hit up their site before their doors close. I can tell you, they have shipped my order already. It only took 3 days and they've already shipped it. I posted in a couple of our Discord groups, Misfit Mining, Hobbyist, Red Panda Mining, all those main Discords that I'm a part of, to let them know that, hey, Parallel Miner is on its way out, that if you need anything, stock up now while it's 70% off. It really does kind of hurt my heart a little when one of the major mining hardware companies goes out of business, one of the main crypto exchanges drops, when one of the main mining pools that have been around for years and years goes away. It's kind of it feels like a little piece of me also goes away. So let's have a moment of silence for Parallel Miner. Thank you for the good times. All right, I think that about wraps it up for today. Tell me what your thoughts are. Have you ever picked anything up from Parallel Miner? What did you think of them as a company? Tell me down in the comments below, and I think that about wraps it up for today. If you're new to mining and need some help, make sure to join the Misfit Mining Discord. Always plenty of seasoned vets in there willing to help you out. And if you like the video, you know what to do. Smash that like button and subscribe for future content. Thanks for coming along and enjoy the ride.